right? I mean, I know you're gone to the UK, right? What was it like traveling to the UK, representing the country at a young age? You know, what that experience me like?
The UK was quite different. No, as a city, if I strip away, which you can never do, if I strip away, we're in a room right now that talks about the cruelty towards slaves, particularly women slaves, or women that were enslaved. Language is important.
I mean, one large up. Once again, the Museum of Belize for accommodating.
Of course, this has been lovely. And big up the production team for getting this done. That's really wicked.
Production team. I mean, they're deep in the conversation to darling. Like, they know the work.
But yes, we sit in a room now that talks specifically about what was done to women that were enslaved. And so going to the UK is always bittersweet for me because I love London City. It's very dirty and very noisy, as most metropolitan cities are. But I do love the city. I think I quite like it. Very expensive too, but I quite like it. But going to the UK was different for me because all my life I've been cultivating consciousness because of who my parents are, who my uncle is, the connection I have to Ubad and Zinc Fence on what is now a Mandela Drive. And so going to the UK is always bittersweet for me. In fact, I remember last year I went to Buckingham Palace. Around this time I was in the UK. And we were to go into Buckingham. No, this is not we the outside, they take no picture now. We did go inside of the place.
Correct.
And
this is part there, ballet stand up and no move. For them security, they stand up and no move.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandpa talk about that. I mean, he like when he catch Alzheimer's and thing, he left in a one loop. So he always tell her, well, I've been to, I've studied in the UK. I've been to Buckingham Palace. All kind of thing. He start talk about that thing like that. So I hear about it. Well, back then, they talk with somebody because I said they gone in Buckingham, like, yo.
I got really sick after I left Buckingham Palace. And I feel like that my ancestors said, where the hell are they doing there, right? Yeah. I got really, so sick. Like, my ears were bleeding, kind of sick. That me bad. So, going to London is always bittersweet because I love the city as a construct. Okay. But because I study history and politics and philosophy and sociology, I know that London is only what it is because it is the center of a metropole that has taken so much from countries in the global south, like Belize, and countries from Latin America, South America, on a whole, from the Pacific, all the places that were colonized by the British. It's only a great city, and their industrial revolution has only been fueled because they were taking so much from these places and stealing labor and from people who otherwise couldn't defend themselves.
I mean, I'm not like, a lot of people go there, Dominique, and then pick up a different perspective, a different view of the whole, the way how they set the UK. I mean, for you go there and I know there are people out there who know you embedded in our history, you know where to go on, you understand? So you know what it's like. So going to a country where you know where me to go on back then, you feel, and now you they in there now, and like, yo, like, you, and really, yeah, pretty, but yeah.
I mean, a funny feeling for me. Like, I still haven't, I guess, sat with it as much as I should have. And I remember the day that we were supposed to go, we were celebrating Commonwealth, which is a good institution of formerly colonized places, a community of nations whose work I believe in immensely. But I remember, like, in my hotel room, I got the invitation, we got our invitations, everything. His Royal Highness requests the president the honor of your presence, and it was cool, but also like I felt like I'm gonna betray my people, because why they are lavishing at this expensive life, to drink all of this nice wine and to drink all of this nice, eat all of this nice cheese like we do today, but from Belizeans. And people have been pillaged, their dignities taken, and their countries continue to suffer because of what was done to them. And I think any person, even Europeans, have to come to grips with that, of what has been done by their people to our people. And there has to be a certain level of personal responsibility from both our people and their people to say, you know, we might have participated in our own demise, but also a huge part of that comes from colonialism. Like, I don't even think as a Belizean society we have realized what colonialism has done to us.
And you know, Dominique, that was big topic. Yeah, that was heavy topic.